The 2026 Cadillac Lyriq might be one of the best-looking luxury EVs on the road today. At first glance, it's easy to understand why so many buyers are attracted to it. The styling is bold without being flashy, the interior feels upscale, and Cadillac has done a great job making the Lyriq feel different from the growing crowd of electric SUVs. But here's the thing. The first impression you get during a test drive isn't always the same experience you'll have after 6 months or a year of ownership. And that's exactly why this video exists. Because while the Lyriq delivers plenty of luxury and comfort, there are also several ownership concerns that deserve attention before you commit to one. Some are minor annoyances, others could genuinely influence your buying decision. So before spending your money on the 2026 Cadillac Lyriq, here are 7 realistic problems every buyer should know about. Problem number 1. Software still feels like a work in progress. One of the biggest strengths of modern EVs is technology. Unfortunately, technology can also become one of their biggest weaknesses. The Cadillac Lyriq relies heavily on software to control everything from navigation and charging information to vehicle settings and entertainment functions. And while GM has improved its software significantly over the last few years, occasional issues still remain. Some owners report touchscreen lag. Others have experienced temporary system freezes. There have also been reports of features occasionally disappearing and then returning after a restart or software update. Now, to be fair, these issues aren't unique to Cadillac. Many modern EVs face similar challenges. The difference is that luxury buyers have very little patience for technology that doesn't work perfectly. When you're spending luxury car money, you expect luxury car execution. A small software glitch may not seem serious on paper, but repeated issues can slowly chip away at the premium ownership experience, and that's something worth considering. Problem number 2. Public charging can still be frustrating. One thing many first-time EV buyers underestimate is how much their charging experience affects overall satisfaction. The Lyriq offers competitive range numbers and respectable charging capability, but real-world charging depends on far more than what the brochure says. Charging station reliability varies, network quality varies, weather affects charging speeds, battery temperature affects charging speeds, and charger availability varies dramatically depending on location. For drivers who primarily charge at home, this may never become a major issue. In fact, home charging is one of the best parts of EV ownership. But for buyers who regularly travel long distances, public charging can still create frustration. Imagine arriving at a charging station only to discover that several chargers are unavailable or operating below expected speed. Suddenly, a quick stop becomes a much longer delay. That's not necessarily Cadillac's fault, but it is part of the ownership experience, and it remains something potential buyers need to think about carefully. Problem number 3. Depreciation could hurt more than expected. Luxury vehicles have always depreciated. That's nothing new, but luxury EVs have introduced an entirely different level of uncertainty. The electric vehicle market changes incredibly fast. Battery technology improves rapidly. Manufacturers adjust pricing. Government incentives change. New competitors arrive almost every year. All of these factors can affect resale values. The challenge for Lyriq buyers is that nobody knows exactly how today's luxury EVs will hold their value 5 years from now. History suggests that many luxury EVs lose value faster than buyers expect, and that can become painful if you trade vehicles frequently. If you're planning to lease, depreciation may be less of a concern, but if you're buying and expecting strong resale value down the road, it's definitely something worth considering before signing the paperwork. Problem number 4. Long-term reliability remains a question mark. Let's be clear, the 2026 Cadillac Lyriq is not considered unreliable, but there is a difference between being reliable today and having a proven reliability record over the long term. The Lyriq uses advanced battery systems, sophisticated electronics, over-the-air updates, driver assistance technology, and a large amount of software integration. Those systems provide impressive capabilities. They also create additional complexity. The reality is that nobody has 10 years of ownership data on this vehicle. That uncertainty matters to certain buyers, especially those who typically keep vehicles for 8, 10, or even 15 years. Traditional luxury buyers often prioritize long-term durability, and while early signs for the Lyriq are generally encouraging, there's still much we don't know about long-term ownership costs. That's simply the reality of newer EV platforms. Problem number 5, the learning curve is bigger than some buyers expect. Another issue that doesn't receive enough attention is the adjustment period. Driving the Lyriq isn't difficult, but living with it can require a different mindset compared to traditional gasoline vehicles. You need to understand charging habits. You need to understand range management. You need to understand regenerative braking. You need to understand software updates. For many buyers, these changes become second nature after a few weeks. But not everyone enjoys learning a new ownership routine. Some drivers simply want to get in, drive, refuel, and move on with their day. If that's your preference, the transition to EV ownership may feel more complicated than expected, and that complication can impact overall satisfaction. Problem number 6, styling comes with visibility compromises. There's no question that Cadillac's designers did an excellent job. The Lyriq is one of the most attractive luxury EVs currently available. However, beautiful design often requires compromises. The sleek roofline and modern proportions can create visibility limitations compared with more traditional SUVs. Rear visibility isn't terrible, but it's not exceptional either. Many drivers will depend heavily on cameras, sensors, and parking assistance systems. Fortunately, those systems generally work well. Still, some buyers prefer the confidence that comes from naturally better outward visibility, and that's an area where certain competitors may feel easier to live with every day. Problem number 7. The competition is getting stronger every year. Perhaps the biggest challenge facing the Lyriq isn't something wrong with the vehicle itself. It's the fact that competition has become incredibly intense. Luxury EV buyers now have more choices than ever before. Every manufacturer is improving. Technology is improving. Range is improving. Charging is becoming more competitive. Pricing is becoming more competitive. That means the Lyriq must constantly prove its value against a growing list of alternatives. And depending on incentives, lease deals, and local pricing, some competitors may offer better overall value at certain times. The Lyriq remains a strong contender, but it no longer has the luxury of standing alone in the market. Should you buy the 2026 Cadillac Lyriq? The answer depends entirely on your priorities. If you want a comfortable luxury EV with distinctive styling, a premium interior, smooth ride quality, and a driving experience that feels genuinely upscale, the Lyriq deserves a spot on your shortlist. But if you're highly sensitive to software issues, concerned about long-term depreciation, frequently depend on public charging, or prefer vehicles with decades of proven reliability history, you may want to approach with caution. Because while the Lyriq excels in several areas, it's not a perfect fit for everyone. Final verdict: beautiful, capable, but not without risks. The 2026 Cadillac Lyriq proves that Cadillac is serious about the future. It's stylish, it's comfortable, it's technologically advanced, and for many buyers, it will be an excellent luxury EV. But ownership isn't just about what happens during a test drive, it's about what happens after the excitement fades. The software, the charging experience, the long-term depreciation, the long-term reliability questions. Those are the factors that determine whether you'll still love your vehicle years later. And that's why understanding these potential drawbacks before buying is so important. If this review helped you make a smarter buying decision, subscribe for more honest, ownership-focused car reviews where we talk about the good, the bad, and everything in between. And we'll see you in the next video.